COVID-19, a global pandemic that began at the beginning of December 2019 in Wuhan, China. Since December 2019, and as of 30th November 2020, 62,757,540 cases of COVID-19 have been reported, including 1,460,477 deaths. The major protection against the virus is using masks and washing hands regularly, which could prevent the spread of the virus to a great extent, as many people are carriers of the virus. These guidelines are spread throughout the media, but one aspect that is being overseen by everyone is the mental health and well-being of people who are isolated and stuck at places. Even though there are many supports available through the government, it is not prioritized in the current situations. In a survey conducted by WHO, over 60% of countries reported disruptions to mental health services for vulnerable people. Even though 89% of countries reported in the survey that mental health support is part of their national COVID-19 response plans, only 17% of these countries have full funding for covering these activities. This is an anxious time for everybody. Isolation, loneliness, loss of income, and fear can trigger mental health conditions or escalate existing ones.
The most difficult aspect of the coronavirus pandemic was losing my job, and it was very hard to find a new role as employment opportunities were at an all-time low. And this meant that I was left in a state where I felt I was not moving forward in life, and this affected my mental health. Not being able to have the full support from friends and family was not helpful. This coronavirus made me more adaptable. It taught me to be happy with what I have.
The most obvious thing that has happened is finding it difficult to socialise, or specifically socialising the way we used to, like going to the cinema, the pub, the park, the gym, so on. Due to the lockdown, this socialising has become less physical and more virtual, which can be fun, but not the same. Perhaps this has pushed the need for a more immersive tech, but this tech is great, but it can never replace the feeling of getting a hug, a kiss, or holding a baby cousin. Things I used to take for granted at one point. I guess you don't realise how reliant you are on some things until it's taken away from you.
Many people are affected differently during these times: students, unemployed, homeless, etc. Let's support everyone around us in our community and stay safe, stay home, and save lives.